Hello tarot lovers and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Elizabeth and on this channel we work on building our spiritual confidence so you can listen to your intuition and read your tarot cards with ease. And today I'm going to talk to you about how you can learn the tarot for free with me. So how do you learn the tarot for free with me? Well, I have a very different way of teaching the tarot compared to many of the other tarot teachers out there. So I'm a writer. I love writing. I love creating cheat sheets like this sort of thing. This is one that I just used today in one of my videos that explain, and this one, which I had to place all these little cards on the wheel of life. Anyway, I love all that stuff. And I like writing about the cards. I'm so in love with the tarot. So I write journals, planners, cheat sheets, worksheets, and I sell them on Etsy in a little shop called Connect with Your Deck. And then to go with those worksheets, cheat sheets, and all of that stuff, I do trainings here on YouTube. So how you learn the tarot with me for free is you sign up to my newsletter list and you basically get sent emails that connect you up to the worksheets and my videos, and I take you through the tarot. So I've had people sort of say to me, well, how do I do that, Elizabeth? Well, you might be playing around on Instagram and you might come across my Instagram page and you will see in the comments of the Instagram post that there'll be a direction to go. Often I actually even put my web address in there, even though it doesn't form a click. But if you go to the top of my Instagram homepage, you will see a link sitting at the top of my Instagram channel or homepage that will take you across to my web page, to my Etsy shop. If you buy, and that will then give you an invitation to come onto my newsletter list. If you come into YouTube and you look down in the description box, if you've just found me, you will find a link to join my newsletter list. If you find me on Facebook, you will find links on my posts to join me either with whatever we're doing, and then you'll gradually roll across onto the newsletter list, or you will join the newsletter list and then have invitations to do other things. So, what was I going to say? I've had a mind blank. So basically, the idea is that you're interacting with me through email. So people say, well, Elizabeth, why do you use email? And the reason I use email is because I've been online for about 6 years and people will even buy programs with me. I didn't always teach the tarot, but they bought other programs with me and they buy the program and then they didn't do it because it was an effort to go and log in and do the work, basically. So I found that if I used email, as much as everyone says, oh no, not another email, that actually it's been highly successful for me because the email comes into your inbox. You're super busy, the email comes into your inbox and you see a training for the Lover's card, the Fool card, the Hierophant. You might see a deck review and you click on the email, you come across to YouTube. You might think, I love what I saw, and it's those gorgeous people who follow me and buy my work, who support what I do, and say, wow, that's great. I can lie in bed and watch that video, or I can watch it on the train, or I can listen while I'm doing the housework or whatever, and it keeps you learning. And the other bonus is, of course, the more programs I have behind the scenes managing my business, the harder it is for me to keep the prices of my journals down, because I like to keep the journals to be something that you don't have to be there going, oh no, I can't afford it, that you can say, actually, I can get that journal and I can start perhaps doing some journaling about the tarot. And if you go and watch my YouTube video, which is on this channel, about how we learn, you'll realize that writing is a huge part of that. Being actively involved in handling your cards is a huge part of that. And also not expecting that you're going to learn it all in 5 minutes, that actually you need to have a little bit every single day, and that's how you'll retain your knowledge. So people have also asked me, before I spin the camera around and show you where everything is, people have also asked me, where do I start? Like, Elizabeth, I don't know where to start. You've got all these things going on. I don't know what to do. Well, I'd say to you, do all of it, because it's free. And if you choose to buy one of my journals or buy me a coffee or whatever, that's up to you. But do all of it and do it intuitively. Don't think to yourself, oh, well, I have to start at the beginning and I have to, because there is sort of no beginning other than I generally start each deck with the full card if I do a series of videos. There is no beginning because I've written intuitively. So I've thought to myself, what would I like to learn about next? And of course, you know, I've done a lot of reading about the tarot over the years that I've been teaching. But I've thought to myself, what's interesting? What's creative? So you'll find a lot of my videos, they'll talk about the basics, but I talk about things in a very different way. So I've been doing a lot of work with symbolism, and we're gradually working our way through the symbolism of the tarot. And so I look at the Kabbalah and the numerology and the symbolism and how it all comes together to create the meaning of the card, things like that, which for beginners is great, but also for advanced readers who may not have ever looked at that sort of thing in depth when you're thinking about the tarot. So don't worry about where you start. And most importantly, just make a start. And don't be impatient with yourself. It takes time to learn the tarot. You can't, there's 78 cards and it's really, really hard to remember them all. It's super hard to remember them all. So just take your time. Now what I'm going to do is spin the card around. Honestly, I can't talk today. I'm going to spin the camera around. I'm going to take you inside my computer. And I'm going to show you where the links are, where you can find things, so you know what you're doing as you're moving around the web and looking at different ways to be part of my community. I do hope you'll join me. Please look in the description box. All the links are there that you need, and especially the link to my website, which is the link that I'm going to show you in the video. And basically, or when I take you into the computer, and basically come on over. All you have to do is click the link, pop your name and email address in, and come on over and be part of my community. Don't forget that if the email doesn't arrive within minutes of you putting your name and your email address in, you can contact me at support@elizabethroebuckjones.com. Just message me and say, Elizabeth, I can't find my email. Make sure you've looked in your spam, junk, or promotions folder, because if the email hasn't come into your inbox, it's highly likely that's where it's ended up. So if it's ended up there, of course, I have people on my newsletter list and eventually they just get, the system just unsubscribes them because they've never opened an email from me. So, because they don't even know they're receiving them, because they're going into those folders. So you need to then open the email, and your system should say, do you want to mark this email as safe? And you say yes. 99 times out of 100, they end up in the right place, but occasionally they don't. So that'll be the first question I ask you when you message me and say, I haven't got my email. And see, there's nothing I can do at your end also. You need to do all that yourself. I can only check in my system and say, it's been sent. I can see it's been sent and you are on the system. Then you have to locate the email in your email system. And there are so many of them. I mean, between Gmail, Outlook, goodness knows what else that people are using. I just can't know what everyone's system is. But I do know occasionally they end up in the wrong place, depending upon what I put in the title and all sorts of things. No matter how much I try and do things at my end to increase deliverability of my emails. So let's spin the camera around. Have a look at my website, which is a really good place to go if you'd like to be part of my community. And I'll show you how you can sign up. Bye-bye. So with the magic of the internet, you are inside my computer, and I am going to show you how you can learn the tarot with me on the internet for free. So let's go to my website. So connect with your deck.com. And if we press return, that will take us to the Google takes you straight into my takes you straight to my website. So this is my website. And if you look here, there are a couple of things that you can click on and have a look. So there's the About page, which is just about me. This is the home page. Then there's my little shop. Oh, yes, no, I put some things up there. So this is my shop just with some links. So this will take you across to Etsy. So whenever you see a big button like this that changes color when you put your cursor over it, that means click it. Click here. A lot of people don't realize that they're buttons. So, for example, if you want to have a look at my symbolism cheat sheets, you can click there. And it takes you across, by the magic of the internet, across to my Etsy shop, and you can see those there. But we want to go back here. So that's my shop. Then there's the free challenge, which is the card a day challenge. And again, you see a button here. And if you click on that, it takes you to a page. And what you need to do is complete the form at the bottom. So you put your name and your email in, and then click the opt-in to receive news and updates. Then you click join us now, it's free. And then you see I've got some nice messages there. So you need to, when you work with me to do anything, you need to give me your email address. And a lot of people think, oh, I don't want to give my email address, but here's the thing. If I set things up, even if I set it up on a membership platform, you still have to give your email address, but I would also have to charge you more, because to set it up in a membership platform means that you basically, it's like a separate program, whereas what I'm doing for you at the moment is all contained in MailerLite, and I send everything out via email, and it just means that you don't, everyone checks their email. It means you don't have to make a special visit to a site to remember a site or anything like that. All the links come through in email. And I try not to send too many emails, although I must say I do send a few. So I have my newsletter that goes out about every 4 days. So you get about 1.5 emails a week. And then if you do any kind of a program with me, some of the emails are monthly and some are weekly on top of that. So you might find that depending on how many things you do, you might get 1, maybe 2 emails a week. And of course, if you don't like it, every single email has an unsubscribe button at the bottom, and you just click that unsubscribe button and it gets rid of everything for you. I don't have a situation with that some people have where you click the unsubscribe button and they make you jump through hoops to remember what you do and don't want to unsubscribe from, and then you feel you can't get away. With me, it's very simple. If you unsubscribe from everything. So what I actually wanted to come in and show you was my free membership. So this is all my goodies in one place. So if you want to learn the tarot with me for free on the internet, all you have to do is come in here and you'll find everything together. I had a whole lot of different pages and stuff started to grow, and it was like I had free quizzes and courses and this and that, and I thought, no, I just need one spot. Now it's free to join. If you get to this page and you do not have a password, see how I'm scrolling down? See where it says want the password? Because I get people messaging me all the time saying, I don't have the password, because they don't look down and they don't read, which is the bane of my life. So here you would put your name and your email and click get my password. It will send a special email to your inbox that says, hi, here's the password. Now, I'm not going to give you the password because this is going on the air through YouTube, and I want everybody to come and be part of my community in the usual way. So here you would enter your password. Hopefully I get this right. Whoops. And you click login. And there you are. It takes you into the free resource library. Now, in the resource library, there's a little spot here, buy me a coffee. Now, some people, they just like to do that to help support what I do, because I do give an awful lot for free. So I have that there. You don't have to do it. And then here's all the training. So you've got the free challenge here, which I must update that image because that's the old image of the old journal. That's all been updated since then. And I have a new journal for you. So if you wanted to join the challenge, again, you would click the button. It takes you across to a new page here and you would fill in your details. So join us now. It's free. You click the button. And again, as I said, it takes you to a page where you would put your details in. Let's go back. Oh, this silly thing is getting in the way. You probably can't see it. It's a screen thingy that shows me. Oh, it's so silly. Okay, it's all right. Here we are. So we're back in the membership. This is a quiz, and it's about different tarot reading styles. So when you take the quiz, you fill out all if you click on it, it says take the quiz, and it takes you straight across to the quiz. And this is actually on my old ElizabethRoebuckJones.com website. And there's a whole lot of reasons as to why it sits in there, which I won't go into. But this is the quiz. It's free. You basically, it's loading itself up, I hope. Technology. Here it is. What tarot style suits you best? Start the quiz. And you can see here that you'll go through and there's sort of 6 images, and you can click on the images and it'll tell you your tarot reading style. Again, at the end, I do tell you what your tarot reading style is, but if you would like more information, then you fill out your email, your name and your email, and it sends you an email that will give you more information and a beautiful free ebook to download, and then it rolls you over onto my newsletter list. Then there is the Connect with Your Deck free course. And if you click on this one has a lot of emails. So how I've set it up is you can read about it all here. There's things to click on here and here all the way through. You can do your homework in our Facebook group. You can watch the videos here. If you click on this, it'll take you across to YouTube. And you should, yes, by the magic of the internet, that'll show you a video. And we can click stop there because you don't need to hear me speaking. Stop. Okay, so we'll get rid of that. You don't need to hear me speaking. And you can share your questions here. It'll take you across to the Facebook group here. And you can share your homework here. So that's in there. Then there is, where are we? There is the life planning. So this is, again, a lot of my courses have journals attached to them. And if you don't have to buy the journals, but if you choose to buy them, it supports my work. So this is the free planner training. Look, this isn't going anywhere. I've got another training course coming soon, which is going to sit there. This is another quiz about how you learn the tarot. And then you've got links here, my YouTube channel, my Instagram, our Facebook community. And then here are just some sample pages that I've got for you to download and some more journals for you to download. So for example, if you click on the Dream Guide, it opens and you get a beautiful PDF to read here. So that's my member community, and it is always growing. And look, if this keeps growing and you keep being involved and all of that kind of thing, goodness knows where it'll end up. At the moment, it's on my webpage, and there will always be a link on my webpage, whether it's here or it goes somewhere else. So sort of don't worry about that. So everything is delivered by email. I have people saying to me, I don't understand. I don't know where to start. Then they don't realize they're meant to be checking their emails. So everything is via email that I do with you and my website. And I go into YouTube and talk about things. And if I do, I'll send you an email saying, hey, this is a new YouTube video to watch. Or if I go live in our Facebook group, I will send you an email saying, hey, I've just put a video up in our Facebook group or whatever. So just recognize it. To me, it's been look, I've been online a long time, and people say, oh, why don't you have a member community where it's, you know, a special login and a separate page and this and that? And look, I probably could, but what I find is people don't go there. It is better to actually have an email coming into your inbox. Even though I know all of you are probably looking at me and saying, not another email, you would be surprised. Email is highly effective. I know, because I have a special program that tells me my open rates, that tells me that people are opening and clicking and participating. So I would argue with that you feel like you get a lot of emails, but that people actually really do like email. They interact with email, and it means that you don't have to remember. It means that it comes into your inbox, you see it, and you could say, okay, that's Elizabeth again. Oh, I need to do some tarot study. And it might be that you're lying in bed last thing at night watching one of my videos, and that's okay, because as you keep introducing, you know, connecting with the cards and constantly having that little bit of knowledge coming through, that's where you will grow and retain more. And all of a sudden you'll feel like you know the cards. If you do not receive an email from me, if you put your name and your email address into my website, into one of my registration pages, and no email turns up, please check your trash, your junk, or your promotions folder, because that's where it will have ended up. If you still can't find it, please message me at support@elizabethroebuckjones.com. I will put that email address in the description box so that you can email me and ask me to check what's happened to your email, because that's how I communicate with you. I do truckloads for free, and the beautiful people who buy my journals and use my journals or buy me a cup of coffee are the people who support what I do. So I hope that's been helpful to you, because I sort of feel like I've had a few people getting a little bit confused about what they're supposed to be doing. As to where you start, doesn't really matter. Start with what you feel drawn to and go from there. Bye-bye.